poppin', everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we are back with another reaction video. Listen, you guys have been requesting that I get into this thing about Willow Smith coming out as polyamorous and this, that, and the third. But listen, I don't know why we're acting so surprised. We know they've been hijacking, what's his name? Not Kanye West. August Alsina from the high ropes in their dungeon apartments, sucking him off every weekend, passing him back and forth to each other. So we know that this is a group of individuals that are with a lot of sanctioned, sanctuary, sacrificial, sexual manifestation, metaphysical insertions. No, I just put a bunch of words together. Okay, anyway. What's going on, everybody? If you're a returning subscriber, you know how this thing goes. And if you're a new subscriber, well, welcome and hello. All right, so let's get into this reaction and let's get into some things. Now, by the way that Gammy looks, she might be the only normal one out of this whole bunch because she's always kind of looking like, you know what? Well, shit just don't seem right. You know what I mean? She always, see, even when Jades was giving like, you know, I'm a lesbian and I was into women, and Willow, I could see you being into women too. You know, Gammy is always giving kind of like, well, well, shit, I was with you, but I'm not all the way there. I don't quite feel like that's where we're going. You know what I mean? All right, so she's got that look right here. All right, so let's get into it.
In my friend group, I'm the only polyamorous person, and I have the least sex out of all of my friends.
Willow Smith brought the newest debate to Red Table Talk.
It takes practice to have those difficult conversations.
On Wednesday.
Oh, that's not the only thing it takes practice for. I mean, did you tell that to August?
The multi-generation dynamic got personal once again, this time with Willow's revelation.
Not for nothing, I wonder how Jaden feels about all this stuff. This is a odd family, and there's a very sexual energy, and I blame Jada. She's the head, not Will, because I feel like Will was sacrificed and corrupted at one point too. But anyway, let's keep going.
That she's polyamorous.
This has been a journey for you, Miss Willow. How did you make this decision?
It hasn't been too much of a journey because you ushered her right on into it. Just 2 episodes ago, you told her, yeah, I feel like you could be a lesbian. Now, she polyamorous with 2 niggas. Now, that's some tea. That means she just a freak. So you just want to be double dicked all day long. One in the front, one in the back, one in the throat, and one in the cat. Come on, Willow. I whip my hair back and forth. All right, let's get serious. My God.
Decision. With polyamory, I feel like the main foundation is the freedom to be able to create a relationship style that works for you, and not just stepping into monogamy because that's what everyone around you says is the right thing to do.
Okay, so I understand that, but I also feel like this is a part of her upbringing. This is a part of her upbringing. This is just a new way. Now, listen, I'm not totally against polyamorous relationships. I'm not here to judge, but I just think it's interesting. I don't know if I could do it, though. But the idea sounds great, but I just don't know.
Year-old singer opened up about her perspective on polyamory relationships, helping her mom and Gammy understand her desire to have multiple intimate partners at the same time.
All I want to know is if it's 2 men or 2 women or a man and a woman. You feel me? Because that's the tea that we need to get into. So hopefully they get into that, because if it's a man and a woman, okay, maybe, you guys can take turns, or maybe you want to eat a little cooch now and you want to suck a little deep then, you know what I mean? But if it's 2 niggas, my God, Willow is some tea. But by the looks of that cut, they are some tea, because any woman with a cut like that, any group of women that all hang together with short cuts like that, y'all some freaks. Okay, so if all the girls in y'all circle got cuts like that, you guys are doing a lot more than having lunch. Okay, you guys are doing a lot more than gossiping about your husbands. You guys are carpet munching on Sundays. Okay, there's somebody that's secretly lesbian and there's cheating on their husband, or that's dibbling dabbling with butt plugs. I'm telling you, this haircut, the short cuts, is a tall tale sign of a woman that ain't quite right. I'm telling you, don't trust them. Any women with 27 pieces. Okay, keep going.
So I was like, how can I structure the way that I approach relationships with that in mind?
Yeah.
Also, doing research into polyamory, the main reasons why monogamous relationships or why marriage, why divorces happen is infidelity.
Yeah.
Now I can see that. This says infidelity is 20 to 40% responsible for divorce in the U.S. I agree. Listen, I've been a victim of it, and I have been the one that has been unfaithful. I've been on both sides. I've been cheated on, and damn it, I've done the cheating. You feel me? But I don't think it's just because it's just about, just wanting the desire to just sleep with other people. I feel like a lot of people honestly cheat because they're feeling like they're not getting something from their partner. I feel like there's a disconnect in the relationship and the chemistry starts to get lost. You know what I mean? Or things just become routine and become boring. There's no inspiration anymore. There's no excitement. There's no, or I think people been together can get to a point where they're together so long. And I think that the appreciation for the relationship starts to fade. So people start trying to find a new discovery of self. You know what I mean? I don't feel like it's always because, somebody just wants to go sleep with someone else. I think, because you got to think about it. When you're turned on by a person, this is just in my mind. You know what I mean? When I first meet somebody and you hook up with them and you're constantly hooking up, you know what I mean? There's a lot more there than just the physical. There's the conversation, it's the dating, it's the excitement, it's the freshness, it's the newness, it's the optimism of it all. It's the, whoa, what could this be? Where could we go? What could this turn into? And then once you get into a relationship and you see the person for who they are, and then you start to kind of really see them, then I think it either stays the same, it stays good, or people start to realize that this is not what I thought I was getting myself into, but yet I'm too far gone. So now I'm looking for a way out because I'm looking for something that I thought I was going to have, but it's not quite right. You know what I mean? So I think that's why a lot of people also cheat. Not just because, I just want to have sex with everybody. You know what I mean? It's just things are not adding up in the relationship that they thought maybe would have added up. That's just my little 2 cents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's say you haven't always been the kind of person that wanted to have sex all the time, but your partner is.
Right.
Are you going to be the person to say, just because I don't have these needs, you can't have them either?
Right.
Oh, now I'm with that. You know what I mean? I'm with that. So I guess what she's saying is, listen, if I don't want to have sex, then, we got another person here that just can take it. Ain't touche, no tea. No shade. I'm with it. I'm actually with that. I understand that.
Throughout the series, all 3 women have maintained an open mind.
Okay, see, but see, that's the thing with Gammy too. She plays like she doesn't dibble and dabble in the cooter bug, but then they all sitting up here looking like 3 butch lesbian women getting ready to go play at the WNBA or some soccer league or play some type of flag football. You know what I mean? I just kind of feel like it's a lot of masculine energy there. And then she's got the jailhouse cornrows. None of these women look like soft feminine women with, loving husbands that care. These all look like, Grammy looked like a ex-police chief. Jada looks like a pro basketball coach, and Willow looks like she's finna go to the WNBA. You know what I mean? It's just a lot going on.
With topics about sex, and mom Jada Pinkett Smith's reaction here was no different.
How did you feel when I told you that I was polyamorous?
Well, shit, she don't feel any kind of way because she's polyamorous too. She was sleeping with Will, she was sleeping with August, she was sleeping with, and let alone with women. She was dibbling and dabbling with. I told you, Jada, you know that your mom got that little dungeon downstairs where she opens the door and then everybody gets shackled up and lifted, and spun in a circle and sacrificed in a sexual manner. You know that. Stop that.
When you were like, hey, this is my get down, I was like, I totally get it.
Of course you get it. You've been doing it for years.
Wanting to set up your life in a way that you can have what it is that you want. I think anything goes as long as the intentions are clear. You know what I mean?
To everyone.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. I'm not mad at her. One thing is good though, that she's able to have this kind of conversation with her mom and her family. You know what I mean? Because most people, especially black people, they're not able to be this open and have these kind of conversations, with their families. I couldn't definitely not do this, at this age. Probably not even now. You know what I mean? And not a lot of people could. But I guess when you're rich and famous and all the secret is out, all the secrets are out, or at least people, know what they know. And, if you come from a family of entanglements, then I'm sure just a little polyamory. Is that a thing? Is that a word? I don't see that. I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, I'm sure they've been entangled in a lot more than a little polyamorous. You know what I mean? Than than a little double stuffing for Thanksgiving, if you know what I mean. Okay.
Yeah. Most
when we do a lot of talking about Willow, can we get into what Jaden is into? I mean, my God.
people are practicing monogamy because they feel like they have no other choice.
Right.
We all know that most people out here doing unethical non-monogamy any damn way.
Yes, that's very, very true. Most people are giving ethical non-monogamy a consenting non-monogamous relationship. Is what that means.
And while Gammy tried to understand,
Now she's just so shocked. Girl, you not that shocked. You over there looking like a butch lesbian that rides bikes for dykes on San Francisco Gay Pride. Stop playing.
in the concept, the matriarch pointed out that many people still believe in monogamous relationships.
There's comfort in that it provides to almost like a social order
Yes.
to life and setting boundaries
Yeah.
and commitments.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not really clear on what it
does.
offers you.
Could you
Oh. What does it offer? Well, Jada looks good right there. It's pretty. Okay, let's see. What does it offer? What does it offer?
imagine being in a group and loving everyone equally,
No.
whether it be platonic or not?
No,
Wow. Well, then I don't know what to
Loving everyone equally, whether it be platonic or not.
say.
That's because
Yeah.
of Gam's ideas around love.
The conversation also looked to the future, and Willow admitted that for her to walk down the aisle one day, there would need to be some stipulations in place first.
What kind of stipulations would need to be put in place for you to walk down the aisle? See, it's just the weirdness for me. Let's get into it.
What are your feelings and ideas around marriage as you know it today?
The history of marriage really irks me.
Yeah.
Just the history of marriage as a whole.
You know what she reminds me of, and I hate this, because I do like, because I have a piece of this in me, but she just gives me one of these like new age people that are just determined to try to change the scope of what America and life and reality is today. Those people that feel like they are just so connected to the universe and so awakened by their higher self to where they see earth and the wind and energy in such a way to where everything is just about a box of butterflies and fluidity and creaming, and you can sleep with that one and suck off this one and carpet munch that one and sleep with dogs and eat plants and just a bunch of just stuff. And it's just like, no, we can have some traditional rules. Everything is not a free-for-all. You know what I mean? I just kind of feel like, she reminds me of one of those people that everything's a free-for-all. And women, don't shave your chocha. Grow hair on your legs and don't shave your under armpits and throw away the deodorant. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, let's just be and exist and be in the now. Which to a certain degree I understand, but you know what I mean? Those people just try to change everything that you've thought about, because everybody's so earthy and, in tune and so high vibrating and, I'm just like, come on. Like, I'm not about to get drunk off of this Kool-Aid.
And what it has represented over the years for women in particular, I feel like the only way that I would get married is, let's say me and my partner or partners wants to help people and we need to put our finances together in order to make that vision happen. Right. That's the only way I could see myself getting married.
Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. So you're going to get married to be able to donate to somebody? Why don't you just put your money together and send it? Like, I don't get it. Like, what? Maybe I missed it. Maybe y'all can help me understand. I don't get it. Like, okay, so you got to get married to do that?
Conversations have become a trademark of Red Table Talk, and Jada told ET the secret behind their intense discussions.
But what is it about this table when people come and sit here? What's that magic sauce that just makes people say, "Yeah, I'm gonna spill it"?
Yeah, that makes people just gonna say, listen, I'm gonna spill all kind of reckless tea and freaky nasty and all kind of outlandish shit about myself. And what makes people say that? Please.
Well, I guess I think it's not even so much, because that's never our intention.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we just always want to have just real conversations, and so I think it's we're in the conversation with you.
Right.
Yeah, we're sharing our stories, we're sharing our experiences. It's a safe space for vulnerability.
It's a safe space for kinky, salacious sex talk. All right, and shout out to Jada, because you know we love that too. But you know, in all honesty, hey, listen. Polyamory, I've thought about it in my life before. You know, you never know. I don't know. I'm not going to just say that it's a total bad thing, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Would you guys do it? I don't know if I could do it, because I'm like, child, and I would get in my feelings. What if you spend too much time sleeping with this one and not giving me enough time? What about Christmas? I mean, also polyamory, you know, polyamorous relationships could be very expensive, because you know me, like I'm always ready to break up during, you know, Christmas and birthdays and Valentine's Day. Those are the 3 times a year that are just kind of some of the worst days for me, because they're very expensive. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, geez, and it always seems to come back to back. Every 3 months is some occasion that I got to spend money on somebody else. And they're very much so, you know, expecting the world, you know. So, but anyway, not for nothing. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And until next time, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you soon. Peace out.